Good morning. This is Meri at TheMeriAtelier, and today is Wednesday, March 13th. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. It's almost the middle of March. March just blew in yesterday. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I am awake. Did you think that I'd all wake up after our hangout last night? Yeah, we're making, I noticed Tanya's calling these tube rolls out of paper towel and or toilet paper tubes. And I had mine gessoed yesterday, but I gave them a really nice coat of, good morning, Teresa. How are you this morning? Let's see if I can find myself on my phone here, find my live stream. I can see chat a little bit better. There's Teresa. Good morning. Yeah, I gave them a coat of white paint yesterday. I was going for the shabby chic, white and yellows. And I gessoed on top of them kind of a wax paper distress technique. I'm really happy with how these are turning out. I don't make these type of books as a general rule. I probably would not have made one, and except for Tanya and Lisa are making one. So I will make one, and I'm going to leave mine are different sizes here. That doesn't matter to me right now because I will be putting, hi Kendra, good morning. I will be putting tags in here. So the tags will probably take over that side. So I'm just I set these out to dry overnight last night. But I do like how I used Tim Holtz collage paper, tissue paper. It's really a pretty tissue paper. I got it at Hobby Lobby, had it at 30% off. It's kind of a organic paper. Let's see what he calls it. Does he have a name for it? Botanical paper. That's what he's calling it. And a little of this tissue paper, I am really liking working with it. I don't know why. I always bypassed it when I was buying Tim Holtz stuff. Always left it on the shelf. Well, when it was 30% off, and I was looking for something to collage with, and there it was, so I bought it, and now I really like it. So I'm getting these kind of off in their world here. I'm going to follow at least two of these, doing what Tanya and Lisa did. Tanya made one with doors, and mine's going to open. My book is going to open horizontally. So I'll be cutting a little slant here, and my doors will open this way. I could probably just leave them. I'll probably cut them like a little envelope. I'm deciding what I'm going to do there. And then Tanya, I have two tags here. Tanya is doing one. Well, she's actually doing two. She's doing one where she has her, I'll show you with the tag. She has her paper towel roll coming up and making like a little pocket, little vertical pocket, and another one where she's making a shorter, fatter pocket. So I'll be I'll be working with that, following that. So let's get these out of the way. Hopefully they're dry enough that I can put a rubber band around. We'll see. What I wanted to do this morning was make some modeling paste. And you use, I'm following Topaz Pearl, Julie's suggestion of her recipe. I call it her recipe. She said she got it off the internet. And I'm going to use white paint, and I have 3 of these out because 2 of these are getting pretty empty. But I need to go look at the recipe again here real quick to make sure I have the recipe. Let me go look at my recipe here real fast. I know it's really simple. It is 1 part acrylic paint, 1 part baby powder, and 2 parts of Mod Podge. And I'm going to put it in this bigger pickle jar. Kendra said good morning. Whoops. You haven't been to bed yet? Have you been up doing art all night, Kendra? What have you been doing? Have you been arting all this time? I had to get some sleep. So it's going to be, I'm just going to kind of judge 1 part and 1 part in 2 parts Mod Podge, I think it said. The recipe said 2 parts Mod. Let me go look at the recipe again. Yeah. I should put that where I can get at it really quick. 1 part of acrylic paint, 1 part baby powder, and 2 parts Mod Podge. So I thought I'd mix some up. I don't know. I might need more than, I guess this will stir good. Okay, so let's start with 1 part acrylic paint. And I'm going to use from my old acrylic paint here. And I'm just going to let it drip in. I don't know. I might have to turn these upside down for a while. When these get so, this one's about empty too. When these get close down to the bottom, I cut these tubes in half, these paint bottles in half, and just use out of the bottom of them. And I might need to do this. Should have used these on my paper towel rolls. I would have had enough to do all 8 of them. But maybe on another project. And no, I'm not going to make an entire jar full of this. I'm just using the jar because it was there. And it may not have been a good idea, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's use the newer stuff. This may not even have the seal off of it. It doesn't. So got this. I'm mixing up. Yeah, I got to get my scissors. I'm mixing up some modeling paste. I'm using the recipe given to me by Topaz Pearl Julie. And the recipe is 1 part acrylic. And I'm using white acrylic paint, craft paint. And 1 part baby powder and 2 parts Mod Podge. Hi, Mitzi. Good morning, Elizabeth Gibson. Welcome, welcome. You need to find a bowl and turn them upside down. What does Teresa do? You slept about 2 hours? What are you turning upside down? Oh, watching videos. Kendra was up watching videos. Mitzi's in the house. Elizabeth's in the house. Teresa, what are you turning upside down? Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. I'm mixing up some modeling paste. I think I'll just fill it to this bottom line here. There. I filled it to this line right here, and then my baby powder will come probably up to, I could mark it with a pencil, but I can guess, and I can guess with the texture of it. So the baby powder will be another part. Yeah, let me get the and I can always put more white paint in there if I get too much baby powder. I'm going to mix this up now, and then I'll put my Mod Podge in. I might need more. No, I think I'm doing fine. Yeah, I might need more paint. It's feeling a little dry in there. I got more paint. I got more paint. And then we put in 2 parts of Mod Podge. And I have some here that I've been using that I got at that liquidation sale. I usually do not use Mod Podge. I've been using it to do this. And I used it on Pierre's face. So Mod Podge is not my go-to. But there we go. Now we'll just kind of mix this all up. I might have to put some more baby powder in there, but let's see after I get it all mixed up here. Feels a little thin in there now. And of course, I could have measured it all out with a measuring cup, but no, I'm going by feel and test here. I think I need a little bit more powder. Maybe it's a good thing I used a big jar. This, of course, is going to be modeling paste, so we want a pasty, thick frosting texture is what I'm going after. Like a really thick icing. I might need a little bit more Of course, I need to really mix it up. I might need just a smidgen more baby powder. Now, shall I try it on a test piece of paper through a stencil? I don't know. That seems like it still is a little bit... Well, I don't want it too thick either. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah. Hold the phone. Let me get a paper towel. Mod Podge stinks. Well, this is the matte. Yeah, well, it almost has a very, like a horse glue. It's got a glue odor to it, like glue. If you know how glue smells. Let's see, what shall I try it on? I'm tempted to try it on this pocket. Let's try it on this pocket here. Let me get my stencil out. Let's try putting some on this. Let's see how it works, because I have plenty. It feels, well, let me see. It feels a little juicy to me. Like maybe I need to put some more baby powder in it. Of course, my stencil's an older stencil. Well, it feels a little juicy, like it may need. Now, of course, I'm just testing here. Like it needs a little bit of thickness to it yet. Oh, I don't know, though. I kind of like it. Let's see. Let's dry that. I know you guys can't see it too well, but let me dry it so that I can feel I think it needs just a little bit more texture to it. A little bit more baby powder in it. I think I'll put just a teeny bit more baby powder in it. But I do like it, but it doesn't feel very thick. Let's set this over to the side here. I'm thinking that I need to, I'll put this down on my wax paper, I guess. Hold the phone this minute here. Let me. I should have a wet basin out here, but by the time I've got a pan of water out here to hold my stencils and stuff, I would be spilling it. It doesn't feel thick enough to me. I'm going to try to thicken it up a little. I'll set this aside. I'll try something colored next. But I'm going to try to thicken it up a little. You know, and I'm just guesstimating on 1 part, 2 part. I didn't really measure it. I'm just letting it. I'm going by the texture of it, the feel of it. That feels a lot thicker to me, but let's let that baby powder absorb into there. That, I think I'm liking that a lot better. Just needed a touch more. Smells like baby powder. Let's try it again on this black paper here. It feels, I can scoop it out easier. I know it's a lot thicker just because of that. And of course, I'm not trying to get a big, beautiful piece here. I'm just testing out, getting the feel of it. And then for my art, I don't go for big and beautiful. A lot of my art is distressed, and there's a lot of oops in my art, which is okay with me. Oh, that's pretty. That's what I'm going for, even with all the oops. Let's set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to wet this towel down. See if I can't. I don't want this to harden on here. So I'm just going to kind of wipe it up a little. Just wipe it up a little. It won't be perfectly clean, but it won't be horribly yucky either. I need to put it, I know, in some Murphy's oil, so, but this just gets the, before it dries, it gets the top gunk off. Well, I also want to use this stencil on my paper towels. Not this so much as these over here. Oops. It's just one more swoosh of water here. Meri, oops are oops are perfect. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I kind of like the oops. Now, Aunt Beck was telling me in the chat last night that I should have put my pink glitter paint over that lavender page, that glitter paint actually looks better over another color. I was going, oh, Aunt Beck, thank you for the information. And I thought, you know, I really kind of like it just like it is. Yeah, you know, white is a color. Black and white are colors. We tend to think if something's white or black that it doesn't have color. So, but yeah, I agree with Aunt Beck. It would look pretty on that lavender. All right. Well, we'll use this. I'll pick this up and I don't know what I'd do without these paper towels and wax paper. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is pretty. I might put this in my journal after it dries. That was just test. What I want to do now, and I should probably get out a long sheet of wax paper because I'm going to have to move them after they're done. Let's put these here and put that there, kind of move my phone. Hi, Azure. Good morning. Hi, Turtle. Hi, Christy. I made modeling paste this morning. I followed a recipe given to us by Topaz Pearl, Julie. And it is 1 part baby powder, 1 part acrylic paint, and 2 parts Mod Podge. So what? A fourth, and a half. Let me set these aside and get them off of my table. I have my squeaky chair this morning. I'm beginning to love my. If I say I love the squeaky chair, then it does not annoy me. If I just say, okay, you just squeak away, I love to hear you squeak. It might annoy you. Okay. And then I think I'll take another piece of wax paper and just put down here on my working surface here. There, just like that. And what I want to do with this modeling paste, let's look at chat here. My phone, I have to clean my phone off after every live session. Come on, Flip. Good morning, Beth. Are you awake? Oh, you know what, Beth? That's exactly that Hobby Lobby knitting and purl tutorial. That I watched that last night. That was the one I was going to use. You have great minds think alike. I watched that exact video last night, and I said, "Oh, Dad, I could use that." So that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to do that later this morning. I have everything out. I could WD-40. Well, you know, my brother said the same thing, and I'm not sure that this is an old chair. We'll try it, Christy. But this chair may be beyond squeak repair. Actually, I'm using that as an excuse to get another one. But my brother said, turn it upside down, and he said, I got some WD-40. I keep forgetting to get WD-40 when I go shopping. Azure says, I have an owl that lives out back. I've never seen him, but I hear him. Yeah, it's a perfect video, Beth. Good morning. It looks like an owl. Well, I'm going to use these feathery parts here. It's really a fancy, it's a fancy flourish is what it is. See, I've said good morning to Kimberly, Teresa, Mitzi, Turtle's in the house. Good morning, Turtle. Beth is in the house. Beth, did you get much sleep last night? Hi, Lynn. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Lynn. Oh, you know what? I should check the volume. Let me check the volume on my laptop here. Let me check the volume. Well, if it seems like I'm shouting, I can't get to the volume. Come on, there. Oh, I need to turn this there. I turned the volume down. I had to turn my volume way up on my laptop last night because my brother has the TV on really, really loud, and I couldn't even hear Tanya. I could not hear Tanya and Lisa talking, so I had to turn the volume up on my laptop last night. Thank you, Teresa. Good morning, Lynn. All right, let's try. I want to put some of this modeling paste on these, and we'll set these aside to dry. I'm going to have to do two sides, so I'm going to have to let one side dry and then do the other side. So we're supposed to get to the point where we're making, we're ready for images. And Lisa and Tanya were doing their insets and their side end tabs, I guess is what they called them. So I have a lot to do on these. So you may be seeing me work on these. Now you can't see that too much. Let me, come on. Which way here? But I'm going to come back in, and I think with that gold paint on this, let's try another one here. And I'm going to do both. This is my window one. So let's try this middle one. It may be a little bit. Scrape off some of this. Did I get some on the side here? Ewy. Now I'm getting messy. I wanted to get that off the back. Just a minute here. Well, you can't do too much art without getting messy. I mean, I love neat people, but I kind of think that there's a lot of mess to art too. When you're making a mess, you're having fun. And I tend to be the messy. I tend to get messy. And I know you can tint this, but it's kind of one reason why I made a new batch today is I tinted my other and it turned out a dark gray. That was my fault. I don't know. I don't remember what color I was going for. Let's see. I'm going to put this one right in here. But obviously I used the wrong colors. Get out of there. And yes, I'm going to do both sides. Really, this one should go this way. Maybe this way. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me zoom in one. There. Whoops, that may not be exactly right. Well, no. I like to, I don't like to. I have to play with my camera a little here. What is it doing? Nothing. Come on. Yeah. I don't know if that helped any, but And while my hands are messy, I'm not looking at chat. So I don't want to get this all over my phone. So if you said something to me, hold that thought till I get done here. It looks like I'm getting it on this wax paper too. Not too much on the back. And I'm just putting some texture on here is what I'm going for. I just want some texture. I probably will not be putting images on the front. My images I'm planning on putting on the tags. I may put a couple of small ones here and there. We'll see. I want this to kind of have a shabby chic, but I do think I'm going to, yeah, it's getting messy on the back. I do think I'm going to use bicycles. Clean off the back a little here. It's beginning to stick down. I'm just cleaning off the back a little because it's sticky on the back when I set it down on my row there. I just want to clean it off a little. And let's fold this in half. I don't have a lot of these. I think I have like 10. I had 12 and I cut one up. So I may not have a lot of pages on my book, but that's okay with me. Let's see. I think I'll put it like that. It's because these book pages will be pretty thick. I'm kind of liking this. Whoops, this one go here. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, but one of these I'll be cutting it. Well, really, 2 of them I'll be cutting for. I might go ahead and put modeling paste on them, though, for Tanya's. No, one I'll be cutting, and then the other one I'll be using the half one on it. So I've got 4 more to do, and my tags, and I want it like that. Really, I want to turn it over and do it on the back side, but let's just do it this way. And again, I'm not watching chat because I don't want to get my phone all yucky. Yeah. Talk about yucky. I just got a couple left here. Christy, I could read your note from afar here. I have a lot to do too. And I think Kathy Whitney is just starting. She had a lot of problem with her internet, so she is just getting caught up with everybody. But I told her to be careful, let these tubes dry if you want a really nice coat of gesso coat, because if you don't let them dry, we stack them up, you run into Mary's problem here. I kind of like that. I tend to get it gooey right there. And then it gets in my next one. I got one left and then the tags. This actually is going better than I thought it would. I expected a big problem with this today. But I said, I need my modeling paste. Now, we got the little pieces. Oh, I got one left here. Yeah, I'm kind of going for a shabby chic look on my book. Sort of shabby chic. I get those romance home magazines at the library for free. I really do like those magazines. They're fun to look at. I call them my dream homes, my homes in a magazine that I'll never own a home like that, but I like to look. They're really kind of decorator homes. I can't vision anybody living in there and really living, like doing your art. And I guess you could. Depends on your lifestyle. That one's kind of messy. The back of it's really messy. I really got that messy in there. Ew. Was that the tag? Oh, that was the tag. I'm doing the tags now. This one's kind of going off of the top. Which is okay. Now, just put a little on these, maybe. Right in there. Oops. And right in here, maybe. And I keep saying, my videos are not tutorials. You have to go to the real experts to get the tutorials. My videos are Meri playing and having fun. I'm going to kind of scrape some of this off. There. Let's wipe this off. Yuck. It is sticky. It is sticky. Ew. I got that second layer of skin on me. All righty. let's see. Let's see how the first ones are doing. Are they? I think I'm going to let these dry and kind of clean up my mess here. Put my, and let's see if I can just clean off around the rim of the jar. Pretty good. I'm not going to try on the inside there. And this is a pickle jar. I'm thinking that it should hold it pretty. It holds my glue pretty. Does not. It's pretty airtight is what I'm saying. Let's clean my stencil off, or at least put it between some wet paper towels. Oh, paper towel tore. And then I'll take and clean it after. That might be on the back. Yucky. And this is an old stencil. It can take the rough abuse. It can take the rough abuse that I give it. And then I'll take and really clean it after the stream is over with here. Got to get that off of my fingers. Okay. I'm just going to put this face down on this, let it keep itself wet here till I can get at it. There we go. We'll just let it soak. I got a piece of wax paper on the bottom here, on the top. All righty. So I'm going to take those off and put them to the side and let them dry. And then probably sometime later today, I'll do the other side. Let's get them off of my table if I can. Now, they don't look like much to you, but I think I'm going to come in with some of that. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but they'll look better later. Can I pick them up this way without them? Yeah. I'm going to set them over here on the floor. Take my scragglers. Yeah. There we go. That modeling paste doesn't take too long to dry, but I'll wrestle with the other side later today. I have my sign from yesterday. Let me kind of wash my hands off here. Maybe with some hand sanitizer. We'll get this off, I'm hoping. Probably should go wash them good, but this is how you get dry hands. I use oodles and oodles of hand lotion. This hand sanitizer has alcohol in it. It's a sanitizer. It probably doesn't have a lot of alcohol. It's got, well, 63%. I guess that's quite a bit. I just want to get this gunk off of my hands. I should go wash them with lava soap. I need one of, well, I like to use those. You guys know what Scotch-Brite pads are? I like those pretty good for cleaning stuff like this off of my hands. It works really good. Lava soap. You go get your fingernail brush and lava soap. That really takes it off good. But for now, while I'm not at the sink, I will use hand sanitizer. Okie dokie. Let's fold this up. Besides, that gets rid of all my germs. They're not perfect, but I thought that what I would do is I have a few scraps left from collaging last night. I thought I would put these down in my book. And somebody was telling me, don't throw these away, Meri. These little border strips. I was tossing them because they get in my way. They get in my way. And so I was tossing them. And I know to save them. I've got a bunch saved. But what she was saying was they make good for the good pieces for clusters. And I guess I'm going to have to start building me some clusters. I've made clusters before, I think, in my art, but I never really just called them clusters. So I guess I'm going to have to do a cluster video. I think some of us mixed media artists did clusters while clusters weren't called clusters. So, but I'm going to, that might have been you, Journey, who told me to save those strips. Let's go to my collage page out here or start one. Here, I was doing this. I think I'll put these tissues down on here. I don't know though. Let's see how they might cover up too much. But if they do, so be it. Let's get out my glue pot. And what would I do without my paper towels? I tend to leave my glue brushes in the water. My glue brush, this one I love so much, but I'm always having to kind of soak the water off of him. Let's collage this piece down and see how much he covers up of my. No, he does pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking it. So let's go ahead with the other. This is just some scrap tissue left over from last night. Collage it in here. I'm tending to want to do everything in my journal now. There are some things I'm not going to be able to put in my journal, but I'm tending to want to do everything in my journals because it just keeps a good record. All right, let's set this aside and let it dry. Squeaky chair. I'm going to pull one of these paper towel things back. Let's put the lid on the glue so I don't spill that. measure this. It is approximately 2.5 by 4. So if I make my inside tags 2 by 3.5, that should be pretty good. And then they put top pieces on their tags. I think I'll do that too. So I'm going to cut me some tags. I'll put this in my journal too. I'm really liking that. I need to get to my paper here. I stack everything up. I stack everything up on it. Right next to my desk. Kind of on a shelf. But I need to reach for it. I think I'm going to make my tags black. So I'll grab 3 or 4 sheets of paper here. I'll start with 4. I think that'll be plenty. So I think I said 2.5 by 3.5. 2.5 by 3.5. Let me just cut some here. Probably won't need 4 sheets. So 2.5. And I'm going to make my tags out of paper. I'm not going to try to fit another tube in a tube. By 3.5. Oh, that's not going to fit. Let's make it, gosh, 2? That's a pretty skinny tag. That's 2 1/4. Let's cut another 3.5 one. Let's cut it more 3 1/4, just for the fun of it, so it'll stick out a little. Now, this is still 2.5, right? Right. Well, of course, we don't want it the exact size, so let's cut it 2 1/4. That fits pretty good. And then the end over here will be glued down, and there'll be a piece in there. Yeah. So 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. See how much I got left on here. 3 3/4 exactly by 2 1/4. I could probably even make it a little bit wider, but let's stick with this because I'll be putting stuff on it. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. 2 1/4 by, I'll write this down. 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Cluster of scraps. All right. 2 1/4. By 3 3/4. by 3 3/4. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll need about, maybe I'll make 12, but I think that'll be too many. 4, 2 1/4. By 3 3/4. These are just a tad too short. Two 1/4 by 3 3/4. Let's just cut this off. Three 3/4. After this, I'll count and see how many I have here. I think I'm going to make about 12, but I think that'll be too many, but I'll probably goof on some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I got just enough here. So let's put these away. And then the other thing I want to do for this, save my scrappies, make some clusters, I guess. I've been putting these in a scrappy bag. What I don't collage down on my pages. Let's get this off. The other thing I wanted to do today for this, take a breath, Mary. What did you do with it? Some packing tape. Some packing tape. And what did I do with the bicycle book? I might have taken it across the room. Did I take my bicycle book across the room? I must have. Well, I wanted to do those bicycle book images. Here they are. I want to test and see. I want to use images out of this bicycle book, but I'm not sure how they will work for packing tape transfers is what I'm thinking on these. And let's go to my camera here. Take this down one. Now, I guess I'm going to have to hold the phone here. My camera is crooked. Now, let me adjust it in the settings here. Yeah. There. That's a little better. I'm going to cut. This is just for test. Should probably try these. Have a little bit more of a bicycle on there. I'm just testing here. That's why I'm whacking away at them. I don't think that these are going to show up too good on the black. I think I'm going to have to cut some white tabs. I didn't think about that. They look good like this if I don't do transfers. But if I do a transfer, that black is going to soak right into there. I can tell that already. I'll use those for something else. Let's just try one on here. Put a piece of tape down on it. And I don't even know if I don't even know if this book will transfer. That's the other thing. Book page. Tape. That tape. Now I know to soak these, but I don't. I know to put these in a shallow pan of water, but carrying water in here is too much of a mess for me. Let's check chat. Was I at one point, let's see, was I at one point buffering? I see I'm getting an ad in here. It looks like I buffered because Christy said back. Okay, we're talking about Mindy. It's been great for me. I cuss at it when I have to thread the needle, and that's just my bad eyes. Hi, Patricia. Good morning. Yeah, I must have been buffering, and I was off in my own world. Oh, thanks, Beth. Beth, do you want to be one? Linda's in here, too. Linda said buffering. Hi, Linda. Beth, would you like to be one of my mods? I think I'll make you a mod if you want to be one. Beth says, Mary, I do keep a bottle of water in my craft room. Yeah, I should keep a bottle. You mean like a gallon jug? That's a good idea. But then I have to have something to dump it in, too. That is a good idea, though. Yeah, if you go to Tanya McGuire's channel and look at her playlists, or does she have it in a playlist yet, Beth? Yeah, it looks like I buffered. It really works good, Kimmy. I looked to buy one, but I read the reviews that people work and got a lot of bad reviews. What are you talking about bad reviews on? Oh, sewing machines. Well, I thought Genome was a good brand of sewing machine. Huh. I don't know much about sewing. Patricia's in the house. Kendra says, did anyone get the videos, Tanya, under her video for these rows? I could never find them. Well, you know, if you go to her, if you go, let me go grab a link for you here. Whoops. Let me go grab Tanya's link. Let's just go grab it while I'm in here. Tanya. Yeah, I'm not in my I'm not in my regular Hangout. There she is. And if you go to her video tab and go down a little, let's see. Here it is. Oh, and I may not be able to do this with, I'm not in my, let me go back to me. I'm not in my regular account. Let me switch to my TheMeriAtelier account so I can drop you a link. This is the link to her her first video on getting the supplies and everything. And then last night's video was her live stream. Of course, that should be right at the top. This phone. I was laughing at Jeri last night. I was laughing at Jeri because I do fat finger typos. You guys know that. And because of these phones, these keyboards are so small. And Jeri typed rags for tags when she was talking to somebody, and I was laughing at her for that. I said, see, Jeri? See, Jeri? Let's see, am I out of chat here? These phones are sometimes hard to manipulate everything. And that second link that I put in is the Hangout last night. The first link is the Tanya's video of all the supplies. And yeah, fat fingers and autocorrect. Beth, I think I'm going to make you a mod too. I'll do that after chat. If you don't mind being a mod for me. And did I see Linda McAllister in here? Yeah, hi, Linda. Good morning. Hello, Linda. I just noticed you come in. Let's see, I put the packing tape down on here. I could hardly notice that there was packing tape on that. Let's get this really wet. I should have had this wet while I was doing all those links. Get this wet, and then, I mean, it's wet. And then I'm just going to rub the paper off here. We're going to try this on a couple. I'm pretty sure now that I cut my black tags that, but I'm not even sure that this book image is going to work. We will see. I may have to go back to my Romantic Home magazines. Well, it looks like it's coming off. I should let these soak, but you know, what I should do and what I do are way different things. Oh, dear. I kind of enjoy doing this. It's fun to watch that. It's fun to watch the image on the other side reappear. And it's working. It's working with these bicycles. Now, I took one that I don't really want to use. I'm going to go through and pick out maybe some of the colored ones. Yeah. Spitball. Hi, Nanamo. Good morning. Linda McAllister Beth says you can also do a search on YouTube to find a lot of the other tape. You know, I haven't been watching a lot of other videos. I barely get our videos like Lisa's and Becky's. I still have one from Becky to watch from her last video that she put up, where she and Scott went out on their trip. Tanya's puts up videos. I haven't been watching a lot of other videos. Of course, I'm doing this on vinyl, and the ink is coming off on here, but I'm getting ready to put a new piece of, this is vinyl wallpaper that on my desktop. I'm getting ready to put another piece down. I've got plenty. Oops, it's come back on itself here. I'm going to give it another squirt just to kind of wash it off a little here. Oh, paper in there. I can feel it. There. Now, there's my image. So you can hardly see it on my hand. Black paper would be a disaster on it. It won't show up. But I think it'll show up really nice on this white. So I'm going to have to cut my tags white, which will be okay. I just have to go do it again. I like that. So, and I probably will have to put them down with a glue stick. This I just put on the top here. This is an experiment one. I'll probably put my packing tape down with glue stick. This is all wet and gooey. Let's clean this off. Ew. And then I'll look through chat here. I got in trouble in another art room last night. How did you do that? What did you do, Linda says, Beth? What Kimmy said. What did Kimmy say? Teresa says, Little Tube Book March 2 Hangout, 250 views. Oh, you're telling what the video is. There we go. Fat fingers and autocorrect kill me. We buffered. Oh, Giovanna had to leave. I think I missed her coming in. Oh, no, she says she got to go to sleep. Oh, Giovanna, good. Hi, Giovanna, if you're still in here. Okay, well, Beth, if you go to, generally to do your links, if you go to the channel or the video and hit share, a menu will pop up. Well, at least I know it does on my phone, and I think it would be similar with the laptop. A menu will pop up that gives you the ability to copy the link. I got that modeling paste on my hands. Let's cut some more white tags here. I think I'm happy with this. This is wet. I didn't let these dry. I'll put these on some wax paper once I clean them off and let them dry good, and then I'll put them down on my tags. I want to cut some. I cut 12 black tags. I'll use those for another project. Or maybe I want to do packing tape transfers, though. Maybe I could fit 2 tags in them. I'll see. I'll just keep them out. We'll see how creative I can get with those. Let's cut some more. Simply because I'm not done playing with this yet. Let's see. I think I just need a couple sheets of paper. And I'm going to use this cream color. And I was cutting them 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Come on, chair. Move forward. There you go. So once I got this going, I went pretty fast here. So 2 1/4. We'll just cut several here. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. And I think 2 sheets of paper will fit for me. 2 1/4. Linda McAllister, how's your art mojo coming? We want to get your art mojo back. Oh! And I'm going to show you, I suppose because you put the word cut in there and it puts your message for review. I don't know why it does that, but I accepted it. There's nothing wrong with that message. Anne was telling me that I could cut my white tags a little smaller and glue them to the back tag. What a great idea, Anne. I love that idea. And have the black tags as mats. I love that. So, great idea. So let's figure this out while I'm here. So if I cut these, my white tags are bigger than my black tags. How did that happen? What are these? I thought I cut these as 2 1/4. What did I cut this at? 2 1/2? All right. We're going to cut this at 2. That should leave a 1/4 inch on every side. So 2 by, let's make sure. I love that idea. 2 by 3 3/4, 3 1/2. Two by 3 1/2. Oh, beautiful. I love it. and then mat them down. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I need 12 2 by 3.5. So 3.5. See, I get such good ideas from you guys. I miss a lot. I go back and I read my chat and I go, oh, I missed it. There are 3. And I want to cut this down at 2. And 3.5. 3. 3.5. Got those right? Yeah. And 3.5. Beth says, so someone asked me about the little ragdoll bookmarks I made, and I gave out my Facebook group name, and the art person did not like that. Oh, well, oops. You know, Beth, when you're doing a live stream like that, and people expect you to do perfectly and give, understand exactly what they're asking and all of that, hey, come on. There's a lot to do in hosting a live stream. So don't let those people intimidate you. That was not very nice of her. I wish I would have been there. I've got to go watch your video on those, Beth. I've really missed a lot the last couple of days. But I'm catching up. Okay, there's 3. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. One more strip should do it. So 3.5. Well, I have to cut it down to 2. Two and 3.5. Hi, Journey. Good morning. Good morning. I tend to be a little loud with my voice. I apologize for that. And then when my volume's up high, it doesn't help. So there's 10, 11, 12. I should have black, white. Oh, I'm loving that. 2, 3. Make sure I have enough here. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, and 12. So I've got 12. I won't bore you with collaging these down. I'll do that off camera. Let me cut a couple here to play with, though. to get the size right for my, or at least one. When I choose my images out of my bicycle book, I want to get images that will fit this. Scrappies. Scrappies. We'll save those out just in case I need them, those pieces. I'm going to put these, I'm going to save these. These will go good for clusters or something. I got my little scrap bag off to the side here, which I should probably go through. All right. All right, so what I want to do now is go through my bicycle book here and choose some images. Now that I know that they'll work, this was just test images, although I might come back and steal some. That's my sign from last night. All right, I think there's some in here that I really like. I like that one, but I have some, these are newer. These are newer, so let's put this aside. See, I've got some smaller ones here that will work, I think, really good. On this image. Pretty good, I think. Kitty cats. I don't know if you can see these too well, but these are kitty cats. These are dogs. These look like rabbits. These are merchandise cards. That's a little girl. That one might be a little dark. So let's save that out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on there. But I thought I had some colored ones in here. Maybe not in this section. There's some cool ones here. Thought I had some colored ones. Well, there must be another section to this book that I don't have in my hands. Here. I think these are what I was thinking of. I just didn't go far enough. Ooh, I love these old ones. I think they're too big, though. Too big for my tag, wherever that is. And as much as I like those, I'm not sure they're what I want either. Some of these colored newer ones might fit. A couple of these red ones here. I like these. I'd like to get a couple colored ones in. I might take these 3, maybe that one. Let's save this out. See what else is in here. These are ooh, these are nice too. Ooh, here's some older ones. Maybe I just didn't go back far enough. They aren't going to have too many colored pictures of really old bikes because they didn't have colored photography way back then. But maybe there's a newer picture of an older bike. I don't know too much about bicycles. I kind of like that. I like that one. Okay, I'm going to stick with these though and these maybe I'm back into here. See, this is what I do. I waste your time in the morning figuring out what I want. Oh, dearie me. History of the bicycle. I better save that. History of the bicycle. I better save that out. Let's see. I want some more of these. But I need some that will show up good. Maybe just take this page. All right. Let's read chat, Mary. You're in your own world again. Hi, Roesta. Hi, Anya. Anya is Great Heart. How long has Mary been on? You just woke up? I came on at 4:30, a little after 4:30. Let's clear my notifications. Wake up, Nina. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. And Beck will be on tonight, streams tonight, Wednesday night. Everybody's saying good morning to Roesta. Journey and Kendra and Nina says, good morning, Mary. Roesta says, Linda. Linda says, Roesta. Linda's telling Lynn, who rides into work. She listens to us while she goes to work in the morning. Good morning, Lynn. If you're listening, I don't know if she's carpooling or actually driving. Beth said, I found a shoebox of leftover scraps. What are your suggestions? Hey, Mary. Oh, that's a good idea, Beth. Okay, Beth, I'm going to use that for my list on Friday night. What to do with leftover scraps. A shoebox full of them. All right. All right, that'll be my list for Friday night, Beth, if you're listening. I'm using it. Lynn says, good morning, Mary, riding into work. Where did I get that bicycle book, Ann asks? And I probably got it at, like, the Goodwill or the thrift store. I'm not sure exactly where I got it. I know I didn't get it at the library, so it had to be at one of the thrift stores or the Goodwill. It's a really neat bicycle book. It's kind of sad to tear into it, but I want the bicycle. And the good thing of having an art block starting to clean up and goof off and stuff, yes. Ragdoll bookmarks, cool. Beth says, I won't. Right after that, Tanya comes on, and half of them went to Tanya's channel alone. That alone says it all. Beth, I've made several of your ragdoll tags. I'm going to have to go look at your ragdoll tags, Beth. Yes, Linda, I'm making Tanya's calling them tube books, but they're actually made out of either paper. Well, I used a mixture of both my wax paper tube, not my wax paper, my paper towel tube rolls. I cut them in half and cut them down. But I did use some toilet paper rolls too. And if you gesso them, heads up, if you gesso them, it's very absorbent. This cardboard is very absorbent. You need to let them dry for a couple days without stacking them up. Let them dry thoroughly, because I thought mine were dry. I let mine dry for an afternoon, and I thought they were dry, and I stacked them up and put a rubber band around them, and the next morning they were all stuck together. The gesso had stuck to each other, so be sure and let them dry. And last night I painted them with this yellow paint, and then I collaged over and I used the heat gun to dry, and then I collaged over them and put some more gesso on top. But they still feel dampish to me, especially on the inside. So you want to let these thoroughly dry when you use wet media on them, or they'll stick together on you. Okay, so I need about 12 of these. So what am I going to go for? As time rolls on, I can't get that entire thing on there. I love this gal here, or guy on this, so I think I'll go for that one. I like this one here. He had to get up on a tree stump to get on his big old bicycle. What's on the back, though? Ooh, I like this one just as well. Why do they do that? They put the good ones on the opposite side. I can go for her over here, though. What's over here? Well, I don't care so much about that. I'll go for these two. And, yeah. And maybe this guy over here on these. So that'll give me two. And I'm not zoomed in to where you guys can probably see these. Those kind of pictures. And it'll fit on there. So there's one. And then I kind of like this guy. He's way up on a big old-fashioned one trike bike, three-wheeled bike. We'll cut him out. There's two. Yeah, and then I'm going to go for some of these colored ones here. I like these. Ooh. Here's an 1898 Spalding chainless. It's got a car in the background. Let's see, let's go for the colored ones. Gotta have a little color in there on a couple of them. There's three. Four. And I thought I had more than that out. What did I do? I might have to take. All right. So I only got four, but I think I was taking a lot off of this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know if I'll use all these, so I might go for something else. We'll take the kitty cats. We'll take these. all of this. I don't know about this one. I think it's going to be too dark. Let's sing these out. How many do I have? I need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 3 more. Let me go back over to here. 3 more. Ooh, I like her. I wish these are postcards. I wish these were just a little bit, but I guess there's one. That one maybe, but I should just get a bicycle one. This is exactly the history of the bicycle. I don't want to touch these. Get one that fits, a bicycle that fits mine. Let's go back to my bicycle page. This is what I do. I hem and I haw, and I hem and I haw. There's that bike page here. These were smaller bicycles. Let's get a couple little bicycles. These will fit. Now I think I need one more. One more. Shouldn't be too hard to find one more here, Mary. One that I like. Yeah. Got some old bicycles. What's on the back of this? Let's take one of these out. Or let's just cut it out. Standard Colombian. I think I want this. And let's just tear it out. Bicycle built for 2. There should be one in bicycle built for 2 in here someplace, but I missed it. I'm just messing around with these this morning. We'll see how this turns out. Alrighty. Now, I'm just going to take my packing tape and start putting packing tape on these. Let's look at chat first. I get my own world while I'm doing this. Oops. Well, you guys are chatting away. Mary, your sound is way off. but my sounds are off. I don't know what's... My battery's okay. Let me try a different microphone. Can you guys hear me? Is it still off? Is it still off? I can't change the microphone midstream. I have to start a new unplug and plug in your power cord to my laptop. Or, let's see. I sound weird. Let me unplug my power cord and plug it back in. Did that help any? Do I still sound weird? I don't know what to do here. Oops, I'm